What's going on, guys? Juice Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to the transfer episode today. The date is going to be Friday the 13th of March. We have confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous episode will be down below in the description box, and today's question of the day: who is your favourite footballer to watch right now? Right, so first up we have got a transfer I mentioned a couple days ago. It's all official, as Ralph Farman has joined Norwegian club SK Brann. It's a loan deal from Bundesliga outfit Schalke, and Norwich agreed to cut short his loan deal after he hardly featured for the club this season. In regards to FIFA, I'm not sure if it'll make his price go up a little bit, because he is pretty much required for the Premier League SBC. Gaston Jimenez has joined Chicago Fire in the MLS from Vélez Sarsfield in Argentina as a $5 million fee. Benfica have confirmed the €20 million signing of Pedrinho from Brazilian side Corinthians. The 21-year-old has signed a deal that will run until 2025, and he has a $120 million release clause in the contract, and the transfer itself will go through in the summer. There have been a fair amount of players making the switch from Brazil to Europe for next season, and Pedrinho does follow the likes of Anthony from Sao Paulo, who's moving to Ajax for a very similar fee. And next up, Chong has signed a new contract at Manchester United until June 2022. There's also an option of a further year, and this puts end to speculation that he will be joining Inter on a free deal. It was quite public that he was in talks with other sides, because I think it's Fabrizio Romano in the January window. He posted a picture of Chong's agent in Milan talking to Inter directors, but it seems he's staying at Old Trafford, and Inter may look to other alternatives now. Barcelona's contract talks with Marc-Andre ter Stegen have reached deadlock, with the Liga giants unable to meet the demands of the highly rated goalkeeper. My guess is that Barca will do all they can to try and get him to stay at the club, as obviously so important to them, and for Chelsea they are still into a fair few keepers. And next up, Marc Bartra is keeping the door open to a possible return to Barcelona in the future, and the Real Betis defender admitted he could happily head back to the Camp Nou at some stage. He is a Catalan native and featured in over 100 appearances for Barcelona. That's after breaking into their senior squad as a promising youngster. Manchester United have identified Borussia Mönchengladbach midfielder Denis Zakaria as a transfer target. It's according to the Daily Star. Liverpool, Borussia Dortmund and Atletico Madrid are also interested in the 23-year-old, but the Red Devils are thought to be in pole position to secure his services, and a couple days ago he was linked to Bayern Munich. He would cost around the €40 million mark, and of what I've seen of him personally, I think it'd be a very good addition, and I believe he's also pretty versatile. And next up, Calcio Mercato are saying Zlatan Ibrahimovic may leave AC Milan. That's when his short-term contract expires at the end of the season. That's after he's grown increasingly frustrated with the upheaval in the upper echelons at the club, as the likes of Paolo Maldini and whatnot, their future is very much up in the air. And Calcio Mercato also add that PSG captain Thiago Silva looks unlikely to make a move back to AC Milan. The Brazilian defender has seen a return to Italy mooted as he approaches free agency, but uncertainty behind the scenes at San Siro means the deal is now in doubt, and there are rumours saying he wants to go to Barcelona, and despite his age, he'll probably have a lot of interest. Manchester City are said to be interested in signing young Inter defender Alessandro Bastoni, with Tuttosport claiming head coach Pep Guardiola is a big admirer. Fellow Inter defender Milan Skriniar has often been linked to a move to the Etihad, but Bastoni could represent a far cheaper option despite his contract running until 2024. A player that we know will definitely be leaving Man City in the summer window is going to be David Silva. He's calling time on a fantastic career at the Etihad, and the Daily Star are adding that David Beckham is keen to bring the Spaniard to Inter Miami. Silva has been linked to a move to City's sister club New York City FC, but Beckham has indicated his intentions to bring the playmaker on board. Tuttosport are saying that Valencia's Ferran Torres is now the subject of interest from Juventus. The Spanish giants may be prepared to cash in on the 20-year-old this summer window because his current contract does expire in 2021. Barca and Real Madrid are also linked with Torres, who has racked up 25 La Liga appearances for Valencia this season. Various reports in Belgium are saying Liverpool are keeping a close eye on Jeremy Doku's progress at Anderlecht. The Belgian outfit are likely to demand a fee in the region of €20 million for the 17-year-old, with the Reds now monitoring and considering a summer bid for the player, and apparently he is labelled the next Sadio Mane. An interesting one from El Desmarque is that Tottenham have inquired to Real Madrid about the possible availability of defender Eder Militao. Jose Mourinho is interested in bringing the player in from his former side, but bear in mind Madrid only bought him 1 year ago from FC Porto for about €50 million, and so far obviously the impact he's made hasn't been as much as I was hoping for, but I don't think he'll be sold on just yet. Borussia Dortmund loanee Hakimi has said he will go back to Real Madrid if the La Liga giants want him to return. He signed a 2-season loan deal with Borussia Dortmund in 2018, and the Morocco international fullback has starred for the Bundesliga side. The deal does expire in just a couple months' time, and Madrid may be very much interested in bringing Hakimi back, though there are rumours saying that if Madrid want to sign Haaland, they may let Hakimi go to Borussia Dortmund on a permanent. Manchester United are willing to splash the cash on Jack Grealish this summer, with the Mirror claiming that a £70 million move is being lined up by the Red Devils. They have been linked with the Aston Villa playmaker for some time now and are ready to invest heavily in his current ability and future potential. And if Villa do get relegated back down to the Championship, you can 100% guarantee he'll move on, and there'll be a lot of teams monitoring his situation. Manchester City will offer João Cancelo to Inter Milan as part of a deal to sign Milan Skriniar, as according to various reports in Italy. The Premier League side are determined to sign the centre-back this summer window and hope the inclusion of the full-back will convince Inter to lower their asking price. The Portuguese right-back has already spent 1 season at the San Siro playing for Inter. That was during the 2017-18 campaign on loan from Valencia. And Inter did want to sign him on a permanent basis before he made the move to Juventus, and now he could be returning. TalkSport are saying that rivals Arsenal and Tottenham are both interested in signing Napoli forward Milik. Both sides are keeping a close eye on the 26-year-old's progress at the Stadio San Paolo with a view to launching a summer bid. Milik, who is currently valued at around €40 million, has scored 9 goals in 16 Serie A appearances for Napoli this term. Now we have an update about a story from a couple days ago. So Calcio Mercato are saying Napoli are interested in signing Real Madrid striker Luka Jovic. The Serbian international made a high-profile move from Frankfurt in the summer of 2019, but so far has only netted 2 goals in 24 appearances this term. And because of his struggles in Spain, there's a lot of rumours saying he could be available for just €40 million this summer transfer window, and that's a fee that Napoli would be willing to meet. And my guess is that if they do sign Jovic, it does mean that Milik would definitely be available. James Rodriguez is reportedly keen to leave Real Madrid due to the lack of playing time and has told his agent Jorge Mendes to get him a move away from the Bernabeu, and this story is from El Desmarque. Premier League side Wolves have got a very good relationship with Jorge Mendes. He's helped them with various different transfers very recently and over the last few years basically, and apparently they've asked him to help sort out a deal for the Colombian playmaker. Though if any deal is to happen, Real Madrid have got to reduce their asking price massively. Don Ballon are saying that Real Betis midfielder Nabil Fekir is a subject of interest from Real Madrid. The Frenchman is currently valued at around €90 million, but Los Blancos are hoping to drive that price down with the inclusion of 1 or 2 players. And 2 players the article does mention as potential makeways for any kind of deal are Mariano Diaz and also James Rodriguez. So alongside the players, they may offer a reduced fee for Fekir, who has enjoyed an impressive first season at Betis. A couple of short stories now, and the first one is from France Football. They're saying Arsenal have retained an interest in Paris Saint-Germain left-back Layvin Kurzawa. The Gunners were heavily linked with the France international in January and now hoping to snap him up as a free agent over the summer. And the next story is from an outlet called Sport Buzzer. They're saying Barcelona are interested in RB Leipzig midfielder Marcel Sabitzer. That's all it says for now, doesn't mention any type of fee, but to be fair, he is a fantastic midfielder. Diario Madridista are saying that Bayern Munich are interested in bringing Real Madrid midfielder Toni Kroos back to the Allianz Arena this summer. The 30-year-old still has 3 years left to run on his current deal at the Santiago Bernabeu, but has fallen down the squad pecking order under recent months under Zinedine Zidane. He will reassess his future at the end of the season, and a return to Bayern could be an attractive option for the Germany international, though some outlets in Germany are denying this story completely. And the final 2 stories today are about Harry Kane. So first up, Tuttosport in Italy are saying Juventus are interested in opening talks to sign Tottenham forward Harry Kane. The Italian champions are known to be in the market for a new frontman, with Mauro Icardi's name often coming up on the rumour mill. And with Spurs looking likely to miss out on Champions League football next season by not getting a Champions League spot in the league, the Bianconeri could use European football as an argument to lure Kane to Turin. And 90 Min's side of the story is that Manchester City have now registered an interest in the England star. They will battle the likes of Manchester United and Juventus to try and sign him, and of course it would cost a massive fee. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous episode will be down below in the description box, and today's question of the day, who is your favourite player to watch right now? So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.